This morning I am off to have lip fillers done. I'm having the Juvederm. It's not called Juvederm. It is Juvederm, but it's Juvederm Volift, I think it's called. So it's mainly just to even out my top lip to my bottom lip, and I've had it done before. It was a couple of years ago now, so I know that the previous experience I had was a good one. It was the same product that they're using. It is a different clinic. But yeah, I thought I would document it so that, well, first of all, this is just purely my experience and my, it's also good for me to look back on so that I can see the before and after, and perhaps in the future decide if I want to go ahead and do it again. The last time I had mine done was 2 years ago now, or even a bit more. And I really liked the results, and so yeah, I thought I would go ahead and do it again. I just wanted to show you a bit closer in. This is the before. So I already have quite full lips. It's purely just to even out. If I stop talking, you'll see that one side is slightly bigger than the other. But this side needs filling out a little bit more to meet that side. And then generally, like my bottom lip, your bottom lip should always be slightly bigger than your top lip, which mine is anyway. So it will just be to even out the top lip, and yeah, just fill it out and generally make it my lips a little full. I know this is a bit controversial, this topic, but this is purely my experience, bringing you along with me if it's something that you'd be interested in, so you can just see another perspective of a before and after and how it's done. This isn't going to be with needles or anything. I'm far too squeamish for that. I'm not going to be editing myself having the lips done, so you don't have to worry about that if you're also squeamish. This is just going to be before. I'm going to go into the clinic, I'll show you after, and then hopefully I'll show you again perhaps in a few days, a few weeks time, just so you can see the difference over time. So we've just put on some numbing cream, and then I'm going to have some dental blockers as well, just to help numb any pain. And this is my room. As I say, I won't be filming any needles or anything like that. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you this process. Just, they do numb the area, which is good. And I will see you afterwards. And this is the after. Now they're super, super red. My lips naturally have really red pigmentation, and he's wiped off obviously all the foundation and everything around here, which is like, oh. So it's really, they look really obvious and really red, but to be honest with you, I'm really happy with the results. I had a little bit in the bottom just to even it out, which is his recommendation, and I think he was right. Yeah, so they are going to be swollen, they are going to calm down. What I'll do is I'll show you the results in a day or two, just so you can see, and then also with makeup on, so that they're not bright red. But yeah, I'm really happy with the results, and if anyone's interested in more information on where I got them done, then do let me know. My main concern was when I smiled, my top lip went up and you couldn't see my top lip at all. So it's just filled them out a little bit so that when I do smile, you can still see my lips. It's been exactly 3 hours now since the treatment was done. I can tell, just looking in the viewfinder, I can see the little bit of bruising which has been showing on this side, but in general the redness has gone down slightly, and they're not, I don't feel like they've swollen much since. I feel like they've sort of stayed the same size, so hopefully they're not going to swell too much more. They are still obviously a bit swollen. I mean, you've had needles in your lips, so it's going to be sensitive. The feelings come back. I have a little sensitivity when, if you imagine if you like do that, like scrunch your lips together, I can feel on the edges. It's not stopped me having lunch. I've eaten lunch, I've had drinks, so that's not really affected. Having my lips done hasn't really affected me eating and drinking. But yeah, in general, very, very happy. I'm super impressed with the shape that he's done, the amount he's filled. As I say, that is really the only bruising. When I had my lips done a couple of years ago, there was more bruising. And so I don't know, maybe my lips do bruise quite easily, and he said he was being quite cautious and not putting too much pressure when the needle went in to avoid bruising. but as soon as he did that, he said he could tell. He said you might get a little bit of bruising here, but other than that, I think yeah, I think I'm happy. In fact, I know I'm happy. Well, this is the day after having my lips done, so it's been about 24 hours now. The redness is still, the redness has calmed down quite a lot, but there is a little bit of bruising on this side and a little bit on the bottom. And in those areas in particular, they are still a bit swollen. They did swell up last night and throughout the rest of the afternoon, to the point where I could tell they were swollen. They were a bit sensitive, and but yeah, they've calmed down a little bit today. And this is 24 hours after I have put on a nude lipstick, so you can see that it's kind of covered the bruising. You can still see that there's a bit of swelling here and a little bit here, but in general I think they are, they like I say, since they've calmed down, they are much better. The doctor did say it'll last about 5 months. However, like I say, the last time I had my lips done was 2 years ago, so they did last quite well. They did subside after a year or so, but I left it for a year and then decided to have another top up. I'll also just show you quickly what they look like a bit closer in. So from the front, the side, other side, and then front on. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. No, I already started this video, this isn't the intro, okay. Hi guys, welcome back. So as you can see, my lips are now, they're all healed. I've got lip gloss on at the minute. It's been about, how long has it been? It's been about a week since my treatment now, so this is as they're going to stay for about at least 5 months, if not longer, and then the product starts to wear off. So I had the Juvederm lip fillers. I had 1 ml. This is the second time I've had my lips done. The first time I had them done was a couple of years ago by a aesthetic nurse who came to my house. She did 1/2 ml. Really liked the results, so knew I would potentially want to get it again. I waited until 2 years later, just because I feel like I kind of they go down so gradually that you don't really notice them going down. And then it was a couple of pictures that I saw and I thought, I've noticed my lips are now back to how they were before, so I wanted to have a look. I had moved house, so I was researching local doctors who also carry out the same procedure. I went to quite a well-known, well-established clinic, so the prices were a little bit more expensive than the first time, just because, as I say, because it was a professional environment, whereas the first time it was a nurse through word of mouth. I got recommended by her and she came to my house, so it was a bit different, a bit cheaper. This time I went to the clinic. I am terrified of needles. I hate needles. It's like my biggest fear. And so for me, I get people who know me say, well, why would you want to do that if you're so scared of needles? I think because it's on your face and because I can close my eyes and it's so close, that is super scary for me. But that being said, they numb it all, so they put numbing cream on, they put dental blockers in, so they actually injected me into my gums so that it went numb for about half an hour, something like that. If ever you've had a filling, it's the same sort of thing. Not quite as strong as the dental blockers are from a dentist, but essentially they are the same thing, they just wear off a bit quicker. I wouldn't say it was painful with all that numbing cream, but for me it's the thought of it being a needle, because you can feel it and you can feel the product going in, which is a bit, you just kind of like have to bear with it and just get through it. And then he'll show you the results as and when, as and when the procedure is going on, so that if he feels the needs a little bit more in a certain area, or if he feels something needs evening out a bit more, he'll show you as you go along. And I literally just laid there, relaxed, closed my eyes. He talked me through the whole process. Just as the needle was about to go in, he said the small scratch potentially, and then you can feel it, but I wouldn't say it was painful. The pain for me is more after the procedure a few days later, whereby it's a bit sensitive to, if you imagine pursing your lips as if you're going to kiss, or like doing this, like, or if you're a smoker or something like that, then you can feel it along the border where the injections went in, that's a bit sore. I had a little bit of bruising this time, not quite as much as I did the first time. It was really just in this area here. But that, as I say, that's gone down now. You can see it ever so slightly, but as soon as you put makeup on, you can't see it at all. I had a full mil. I actually had half a mil in the top lip, which is like the same as what I had before, and then he put a little bit in the bottom, and then he finished, so I think it came to about 0.8 in total, and then he finished the last 0.2 with a 0.1 in each side of my smile lines, which didn't really hurt that much, to be honest, considering I had no numbing cream or anything where the injections went in there. He just literally topped it up a tiny bit here, just because I did briefly mention that I noticed my makeup sets in my smile line sometimes. So he said it'll just freshen it up, it's just the excess product, you'll barely notice it, but it's you might as well. And I said, yeah, of course, go for it. And I'm actually really impressed with that part. I wasn't sure if it would make it be a bit puffy or make me look a bit fatter, I don't know, but it's so subtle, and it is just a case of when I smile, the lines are now, my makeup doesn't set in the lines because it's filled in, essentially. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that if that's something that you've been thinking about, or if you're not sure if a mil will be too much, go for the mil, and then they'll use the 0.5 of a mil in the top lip like I had before, and then any excess can be put in the bottom or on the side, smile lines, or wherever. The procedure in total cost me £290, I think it was. The first time I had it done with the lady that came to my house, she, as I say, she was quite a bit cheaper. I think she was around about £140, and that was just for half a mil. So it was more expensive, but it was a professional clinic where I went, had a free consultation before, spoke to the doctor about it. He advised what he would recommend me doing. He was really good. He evened out, he was, you know, looking at the symmetry of my face and everything. So he definitely put me at ease, and I knew I was in good hands. I saw a few before and after pictures that he'd done before. So yeah, overall super happy with the way they turned out. I would recommend it if anyone has any questions about it. I don't think anyone needs it. I think it's something that helps a bit of confidence. You should only ever do it for yourself, in my opinion. If you do have any like thoughts or questions or concerns, if you're thinking about doing it yourself, do just comment below any questions that you've got. I will always try and answer everybody's questions. Overall, I'm very impressed, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps some of you. So don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And I will see you again next time. Bye guys.